What's going on, guys? It's Jesus, and today we're back with another video. A lot of things have been going on in the Call of Duty scene recently, so I've been trying to cover everything as quickly as possible. But today we're going to be talking about a large mainstream Twitch streamer and YouTuber who was recently permabanned live while streaming on Twitch yesterday. So who is this YouTuber? Who is this Twitch streamer? Well, his name is Bams. So let's talk about Bams for a minute, give you some background on him. Who is he? He currently has 250,000 followers on Twitch, 1.22 million subscribers on YouTube, and another 37,000 followers on Twitter, and another 1.1 million followers on TikTok. Bams is notoriously known for being shadow banned in Call of Duty all the time and sharing it on Twitter. Here are some of his most recent bans. He was banned December 9th, 2023. He was banned again on January 20th of this year. Then he was banned again on February 15th of this year. And that brings us to April 5th, his latest ban that happened yesterday.
Dude, there is no way this just happened.
So as you can see, if we zoom in, he was kicked out of a match and got this error message on his screen. This is what the error message says. You've been permanently banned from playing on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 servers. For more information, visit support.activision.com. So then Bams decided to go online and log into the Activision Appeal a Ban website, which is part of Activision's website where you can check to see the status of your account on whether or not you're shadow banned, permabanned, or your account is in good standing. At the top, we see Activision ID, Bams hashtag 6297619. Below that, it says not eligible for appeal. Limited matchmaking in the games of Call of Duty Warzone and Modern Warfare 2. Below that, there is a description. It says, your account is in a limited matchmaking state due to a potential violation. Unfortunately, we are unable to inform you when the account will exit a limited matchmaking state. You may check back here periodically to see if your status clears or changes to a temporary or permanent ban. Exiting a limited matchmaking state does not mean your account has been cleared of potential violations. Now notice it doesn't say Modern Warfare 3 right there. Now if we scroll down, you'll see a big yellow mark with the status permanent ban. The games, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Description: we detected an active ban on the titles listed above. You may submit an appeal for these titles by filling out the additional details below. So it's now been confirmed in-game and also on Activision's website that Bams has been permanently banned from playing Call of Duty. And if you guys don't know this, to be permanently banned in Call of Duty for hacking, a provider needs to be detected, or there needs to be hard-proof video evidence of you literally with your cheat menu or walls up. Otherwise, if you're hacking in the game, let's say you're using, I don't know, interwebs, right? Interwebs doesn't exist anymore, but let's say you were using them and you got reported a bunch, you're just going to get shadow banned. You're not ever going to be permanently banned until interwebs gets detected by Ricochet. So you could cheat endlessly, and if interwebs never gets detected, you're only going to get shadow banned a bunch of times and never permabanned. So to be banned, a provider needs to be detected. And what do we know from my last video and the news in general about Call of Duty? Artificial aiming and engine owning were both detected yesterday, the same day that Bams was permanently banned. So what else do we know that happened yesterday? Well, Phantom Overlay shared this in their Telegram. I'll zoom in so you can see it. It reads, Ricochet has methods to change their anti-cheat without updating their driver or game files. I'm aware of these methods, and I have had security trips in place to monitor them since last year. A few hours ago, Ricochet pushed detections through their server without the need to update their game or driver. My trip system caught this change, and ejections were automatically turned off. After evaluation of the anti-cheat changes, I have concluded that Phantom Overlay was one of the intended targets of these anti-cheat changes. I have already made changes to my cheat to dodge this detection. And then below it says good news. Cheat is good to use, fully undetected, and my system will continue to monitor any future anti-cheat changes to protect your accounts. Bad news, if you were actively injected in playing when the anti-cheat changed, it may have logged you as a Phantom Overlay user. So you would have been banned. So what it sounds like, according to the telegram from Phantom Overlays, is that Ricochet has been upgraded to perform a lot better and catch a lot more stuff than it previously did. Not only are we hearing that from the Phantom Overlays developer, we're also seeing multiple people with inside connections saying the same thing on Twitter. According to It's Happa on Twitter, about a week ago I interviewed a Call of Duty cheat provider. This dev recently reached out and said they would like to amend their overall functionality score for how well Ricochet anti-cheat performs from a 5 out of 10 to an 8.5 out of 10. And the fact it came from someone who stands to benefit from a weak anti-cheat means it must be true. Ricochet is working better and better every day. Also, if you don't follow Caps Locked or It's Happa, go check them out on YouTube or Twitter and give them a follow. They're a great source of information, and I'm sure they really appreciate it. So after all that information, the question is, was BAMS using cheats? Quite possibly. It would be very ironic for all of this stuff to be happening, and the same day that all of this happens, BAMS gets permabanned. After being shadow banned multiple times, possibly using one of these providers that went undetected for a long time, it was just detected when Ricochet was upgraded. Speaking of shadow bans, I want to go a little bit into some of BAM's shadow bans from his past. He made a post on Twitter on February 15th saying, "Just got banned on Modern Warfare 3 again. Will give someone free $1,000 to get me out of the shadow ban loop." So myself being a half-decent player, I've dealt with a lot of shadow bans over the past several years. And no, I don't cheat. I know someone's probably going to comment and say I do cheat because how else could I do all the stuff that I do? But no, I was not cheating. I just was getting unlucky and getting reported a lot. And JGod and Repulse also have touched base on the shadow ban issues in the past as well. Good, legit players do get shadow banned, but good, legit players do not get permanently banned. So after being shadow banned X amount of times, I knew a loophole how to get your account out of the shadow ban loop. Okay, I figured one out, and I decided to message him and share the knowledge that I had. And this is what I said. Thursday, February 15th, I say, "Yo, I know how to fix the shadow ban loop." Bam says, "Tell me, please, I won't share." I respond, "After you get unbanned, change your Activision name in game. You need to use a name change token. It resets every report on your account." He says that doesn't work. I've done it. So this actually does work 100% if you are a legit player and you're stuck in the shadow ban loop. Odds are that a specific somebody spammed the crap out of your account and got it flagged, and it's just to stay like that for a long time. Alright? So if you change your name, it will stop the loop. However, if you are a cheater and it thinks that you're cheating, but a provider hasn't been detected, you're going to get shadow banned a lot more, and this method won't help you because you're literally cheating and the game thinks you're cheating, but it can't for sure pin that you are cheating, so it's just going to shadow ban you for a safe measure. Now, before someone comments down below and says this doesn't work, I want to cover a few points for you. If you're still getting shadow banned, either A, you've been in the loop this entire time since MW2 before they patched it, and you're still stuck in it. So change your name, that should fix it. B, you changed hardware in your computer that will get you flagged and get you temporary shadow banned. Or C, you're using a VPN to get to bot lobbies, and these players you're playing against are much lower skill level than you, and they're not used to seeing people that are as good as you, so when you kill them in their squad, they think that you're cheating because they're just not used to seeing players that good. Or D, you have another account on your computer that's shadow banned and you keep rotating accounts in and out, and that will cause multiple shadow bans across all the accounts on your computer. Or E, you're on a brand new account, either you're new to the game or you're smurfing and you're playing above the standard that Call of Duty thinks that you're able to play at because you're a new account, you shouldn't be that good. That can sometimes get you shadow banned. It's happened to Aiden Live, it's happened to other big streamers as well. However, if you're cheating, it's going to feel like you're stuck in the shadow ban loop no matter what you do because you are actually cheating and the game thinks you are. But it won't permaban you, like I said, because no provider, or at least the provider that you're using, hasn't been detected. This is a message from somebody that I know that does cheat and does use the name change method, and he has this to say. "God changed my name again. It kept me good for a couple months. I only got shadow banned because I had my stuff cranked up, going for Erie in the last week. I just didn't care." So with the combination of the cheat providers being detected, the ban waves that took place on the same day that BAMS was banned, and the shadow ban loop fix not working, it's all starting to point in one direction. This is going to be a tough pill to swallow for BAM's community. People that have donated money to him, gifted subscriptions, or even just subscribed themselves to his channel. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow, and a lot of them are just going to deny that he's cheating. They're not going to believe it. They'll defend him till the end of time because they just can't accept that they spent so much money on a cheater. And that goes for any content creator out there with a large following that might end up getting caught cheating. Their fans are going to stay loyal no matter what, because they just won't accept that they sent all this money to someone that was doing that.
But there's something even worse than donating and buying subscriptions to someone who is cheating. It's when a cheater enters a tournament for $100,000 and wins. Yep, you heard me correctly. BAMS recently won a $100,000 Call of Duty tournament. It might be time to return that money and give it to the people who were supposed to win. With BAMS being so vocal all the time on Twitter about his recent shadow bans, he's always quick to post a picture and say something within minutes of being shadow banned. Why hasn't he came out almost a day later and said anything about this? This is much worse than a shadow ban. It's a permanent ban. And where is the recent stream on Twitch of BAMS being banned live? It was there, and then he deleted it. Why did he delete it? If he was innocent, you'd think he'd want to speak out and defend himself. I think BAMS knows it's GG.
Come